All right, Darren, how important to get that first win to start off the tournament?
Definitely important. It was a big win. Came out kind of sloppy, but at least we got the win, so it was a good start.
How do you make sure you keep the momentum going? You guys have an off day tomorrow now, so how do you make sure that you keep this going into the rest of the week?
Just stay prepared, stay focused. We know that was only one win, and we still got 4 more to go, so we just got to keep a mindset and get ready for the next one.
You guys had a good start, a quick start. How important was that to take the big crowd out of the game?
Oh, we needed that, yeah, because the crowd was definitely going to play a factor, and we knew we had to get the first one to get the crowd a little silent, and we did. It's good.
All right, Coach, how important to get that first win in the first game?
I think it was. Obviously, looking back at last year, we didn't have a great start to the tournament, but, we got a pretty young team, and, to come out, even though we know we didn't play our best game, to get a victory was huge for us.
How important was it to get those first couple quick goals and take the big crowd out of it?
Again, we talked about our start. We knew this team hasn't played in a long while, and, we just want to be a north-south hockey team, making sure we're making good decisions with the puck and get pucks to the net, and, fortunately a couple of them went in.
Off day tomorrow going into Monday game. What do you work on in practice tomorrow to make sure you keep this momentum going?
Well, like I said to our players after the game, that it's great to get the first one out of the way with a victory, but we just need to play our hockey, and I think being here for a couple of days and get a good practice into us, and I felt we had some guys get off the page a little bit and not play a detail-oriented game. So that's something that we'll talk about, and just again being on the ice and refocusing for the next game.
All right, Clayton, a tough loss to start the tournament. What was the difference out there?
Power plays, obviously. We scored 2, they scored 2, but we would like to shut down their power play. I feel our penalty killing is our strongest forte, and we didn't shut them down. They got 2 goals, and that was the difference. They won by 2.
Talk a little bit about the crowd support.
Crowd support's great. It's unbelievable. You could just tell by the records that we set just before the tournament. So that's all you really have to say is we set records, and this city is awesome. Driving around town, you see every window has something about us, and that's just unbelievable to feel.
Right back at it tomorrow. How do you make sure you guys are ready to go against Wellington?
You got to have a short memory. If you don't have a short memory, you can get caught just like we did. Those first 2 goals, 10 minutes in, it hurt us and it put us behind the 8 ball. So, we have to have a short memory or else we're going to be in the same situation.
Coach, obviously a tough loss to start the tournament. What was the difference out there?
Execution. They executed and we didn't. We knew what they were going to do on the power play, and that's where we're a little disappointed. And again, maybe it's rust, maybe it's not, but your brain shouldn't give out on you, and ours did there. And again, they're a very good team, and if you give them those opportunities, they'll take advantage, and they did today.
A big crowd out there, obviously a pro Camrose crowd. How big were those first 2 goals to take the crowd out of the game?
They were, and they weren't at the same time, because we came back and got that 1 goal to make it 2-1, which brought the crowd back in, which was a huge goal for us. And we know we're going to have that support the whole RBC, and now our focus gets ready on tomorrow in Wellington.
Like I said, you're right back at it tomorrow. How do you make sure that the boys are up and the boys are ready to go for tomorrow?
We have a pre-game meeting tomorrow, and obviously we'll show them again what Wellington will do. We've broken Wellington down, and now we have to go out, and again, that key word will be execute. We have the game plan in place, and for us to be successful, they're going to have to follow that game plan.